Welcome back, Ranger Nation. I'm Kaylee Brown.
And I'm Ashton Baggs. Up ahead, we'll take a look at the new Miss Northwestern, as well as a few workshops that took place to help students market themselves to future employers.
Stay tuned. NWTV7 will be right back.
Can keep my hands on myself. Dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. I've been feeling it since 1966. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Let me kick it like it's 1986.
NWTV7 reporter Shannon Nessarella attended Miss Northwestern last Sunday. Here is Shannon with the pageant results.
On Sunday, November 3rd, 6 Northwestern students competed for the crown of Miss Northwestern. Contestant number 1 was Kinley Netherton. She's a junior psychology major from Blair, Oklahoma. For her talent, she sang Good Grace by Hillsong. Contestant number 2 was Melissa Perez. She's a sophomore biology major from Ringwood, Oklahoma, and for her talent, she performed a science experiment. The third contestant was Ashton Tuck. Tuck is a freshman biology major from Moreland, Oklahoma, and for her talent, she sang Because of You by Kelly Clarkson. The fourth contestant was Savannah Francis. She's a freshman political science major from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and for her talent, she did a flute solo of Music of the Night by Andrew Lloyd Webber. The fifth contestant was Janetta Washington. Janetta is a junior business administration major from Enid, Oklahoma. For her talent, she sang My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. And our final contestant was Liberty Bird from Alva. She's a freshman business administration major, and for her talent, she sang Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. Each candidate had a private interview earlier that day with the judges. They then got on stage and performed their talent, evening gown, social impact, and on-stage question. The judges then tallied the score and announced your new Miss Northwestern as freshman Liberty Bird. This has been NWTV7 reporter Shannon Nessarella. Back to you.
Mackenzie Endenbrock, a representative of Oklahoma-based company Paycom, held a resume building workshop in the Ranger Room on October 29th. She touched on some key points that employers may look at while evaluating a potential job candidate's resume. She highlighted basic outlining and detail as well as page setup and usage, and pushed to orient your resume towards a career field instead of a short-term job. Here's what a few Northwestern students had to say about the event.
This resume workshop has provided a great opportunity for me personally as a junior looking for different employment options in less than a year and a half. This has provided a great opportunity to really edit and make improvements on my current resume, and I'm just grateful for this opportunity here at Northwestern.
And as a freshman here at Northwestern, I didn't have a resume, so this is very eye-opening.
I'm a freshman here at NWOSU, and many students may not think they need a resume yet. However, it's important to have a current resume available for any time an opportunity arises.
On Monday, the Counseling Office and Career Services put on an event that will help students prepare for the future. Elevator Pitch was put on so that students can learn how to sell themselves when meeting potential future employers. At Elevator Pitch, the students learned how to talk about themselves without bragging. Learning how to talk about yourself to others is a skill that can be used throughout your life. With this event, students can now be more comfortable talking with future employers or others that they will come in contact with.
After the break, Nick and Emma will bring you some Ranger sports. We'll be right back.
And now sports.
Welcome back. I'm Emma Sport Leader.
And I'm Nick Dill. Catherine Ball covered the home rodeo for us this weekend. Here she is with more.
This last weekend, the Northwestern Rangers and Lady Rangers faced off on their last rodeo of the season. It also happened to be the home rodeo, with multiple kids ending up in the short go. For starters, with barrel racing, we have Kayla Wilson and Courtney Larson. For saddle bronc, we have Denton Mars. For steer wrestling, we have Bridger Anderson and Jace Rutledge. For goat tying, we have Megan Core and Megan Turk. And for team roping, we have Jaden Trimmel and Zane Thompson. With the overall from this last season, Northwestern is tied for 5th in the overall national averages. The rodeo season won't pick up again until the middle of February when we head out to Manhattan, Kansas.
I was in attendance last Saturday when the Ranger football team took on Oklahoma Baptist University. Let's see how the game went. On Saturday, November 2nd, Northwestern Oklahoma State University Ranger football fell to the Oklahoma Baptist Bison in Alva, Oklahoma. The Bison ended on top in the offensive showdown, 34-25. Northwestern's Tanner Clarkson revived the Rangers' offense coming into the game early in the fourth quarter, throwing for 102 yards while completing 6 of 8 passes with a touchdown. Trent Easley went 17 for 27 with 139 yards, and Jacob Payton rushed for 47 yards on 16 carries and scored a touchdown. Callion Baker ran in the first touchdown and completed 8 yards on 3 attempts. The Rangers fall to 2-7 on the season and 2-7 in the Great American Conference. The Rangers will take the field again this weekend on November 9th at Southern Nazarene University at 3 p.m.
I had the chance to watch the Lady Rangers volleyball team take on Southeastern Oklahoma State on Halloween. Let's take a closer look.
I'm out here at the volleyball game versus Southeastern Oklahoma State. Tonight's Halloween, so you know it's the costume night thing.
Victorious at home again as the Northwestern volleyball team defeated Southeastern Oklahoma State 3-0. The Northwestern volleyball team defeated Southeastern on Thursday. There was a great atmosphere of students as it was costume night at the game, improving Northwestern's home record to 8-0 for the 2019 season. The Lady Rangers earned this win. They fought and clawed to win all their matches. Northwestern started off early with a 5-2 lead. The set was back and forth, but some errors from Southeastern and key kills from Sydney Miller and Kiana Clark secured the win for the Rangers with a score of 25-22 in the first set. The Rangers rode the momentum wave from set 1 and had an early lead and never let up. Clutch attacks from Kate Dettering and Claire Hodges gave the Rangers a 4-point run to end set 2 in the Rangers' favor with a score of 25-20. The third set started off rough for the Rangers, but they were able to recover. The home court advantage was key for the Rangers in the last set. Northwestern's offense showed up and ready to play at the end of the set 3. Great kills by Clark and Dettering gave the Rangers a 23-18 lead. An error late in the match by Southeastern gave the Rangers the win in set 3, 25-22. There were many top performers in the match. Kiana Clark led the team with 12 kills. Kate Dettering had 8 kills and 3 blocks, while Sydney Miller led the team with 13 digs. The Rangers are back in action with a road match versus Southern Nazarene on Tuesday at 7 p.m.
The Lady Rangers soccer team traveled to Arkansas to face off against Harding on Thursday the 31st. And after going through a lot of adversity of location and time changes, the Lady Bison were up at halftime 2-0, but with the Lady Rangers taking a lot of shots on goal throughout the game, they never were able to find the back of the net, and Harding won the game 3-0. Following their loss on Thursday, they squared off against Ouachita Baptist on Saturday, and with a lot of shots from both sides in the first half, it was 0-0. In the second half, this defense stand quickly gave Northwestern some momentum as it led an attack for Whitney Blanchard to capitalize on scoring chance with a goal assisted by Holly Pancake, giving the Rangers a 1-0 lead during the 60th minute of the game. But then the Lady Tigers came back with a quick goal from Alyssa Harding. Tigers would hold on to that momentum as they would continue to add pressure but could not score for a few minutes until they finally took advantage of a scoring opportunity. At the 82-minute mark, the Tigers would take their first lead of the contest 2-0. With the Lady Rangers falling short of the Tigers, the Lady Rangers are now 6-9-1. Their next game is at home on November 7th at 6 p.m.
Up ahead, Ashton and Kaylee will tell us what Alva community members were up to on Halloween.
On Halloween, I headed over to Friar Hall, where community members brought their kids to trick or treat. Take a look at what went on that night.
I'm NWTV7 reporter Kaylee Brown giving you a special Halloween look at a Friar Hall event.
Friar Hall held its annual Halloween event last Thursday night here on campus. With the residence hall decked out in a festive Halloween theme, children of all ages were able to come and celebrate this day.
I was able to speak with Student Success Coordinator and mother of three, Andrea Lauderdale, about why she likes bringing her boys to Friar Hall.
We like bringing our kids to Friar because it's safe, it's fun, it's warm, and the girls are always so fun and so happy to see us. We love it here.
Throughout the night, children came to trick-or-treat and play games for a prize, including this crime-fighting little girl.
Who are you?
Boys and girls of all ages and costumes came to the event, including this little boy who was excited to share his costume and favorite part about Halloween.
And what's your favorite part of Halloween?
I'm Kaylee Brown, and now back to the studio.
NWTV7 reporter Leah Darnell covered the banned book reading that Sigma Tau Delta held last week. Here she is with more.
I'm reporter Leah Darnell reporting for NWTV7. Sigma Tau Delta had their annual banned book reading October 30th. Here's a closer look at the event.
Celebration of Banned Book Week, students in Sigma Tau Delta had a chance to read various works from different authors that are classified as banned. These books are classified as banned due to the offensive language, sexually explicit content, and thematic elements that are unsuitable for a particular age group that may be in the book. I had the chance to speak with President of Sigma Tau Delta, Carrie McLean, about what made her want to be part of this event.
It's kind of like a tradition. We do it every year. And like she said, we try to do it in September, but sometimes it just doesn't work out like that, so we definitely do it in the fall. It's nice to see the banned books. You don't see them a lot, so.
In addition to speaking about what made the book banned, there were 10 readers who took on some of the challenge books, which include James and the Giant Peach, To Kill a Mockingbird, A Light in the Attic, The Castle of Animateldo, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
If the evasion worked all right and he managed to set a man free that was already free before, and he said what he planned in his head from the start, if we got Jim out all safe, was for us to run him down the river on a raft and have adventures plumb to the mouth of the river.
The Hate You Give, The Awakening, A Wrinkle in Time, American Psycho, and The Handmaid's Tale.
On a frame, a gold eye painted on it with a snake-twined sword upright beneath it, like a sort of handle. The snakes and the sword are bits of broken symbolism left over from the time before. After I filled the small bottle left for me in the little washroom, I take off my clothes behind the screen and leave them folded on the chair.
Sigma Tau Delta plans to have another event like this in the spring semester, but doesn't have a set date yet, but be sure to be on the lookout.
This is a wrap on all things banned book reading. This has been Leah Darnell reporting for NWTV7. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to tune in next week for more NWTV7 news.
Have a great week, Rangers.